Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin the slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Or they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall will suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Okay, break. Cougar 19. Check match.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Deputy Ranger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards on the ground. But yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
A pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, a run by A-Chain. About 3 yards there to the 27. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On the counter, this is Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Going right back to Akers. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Gets past 1 man. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A little short pass. This is Everett, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. He'll look to throw. And he is caught. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard. But they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. Rivers free. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Levis steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. That's good for the Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain. And he's got it to about the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Levis sets up to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Levis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 12. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Levis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver. But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp as the 1st half is winding down. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that gets him back within 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Running right, here's A-Chain. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are back within a score. An extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and a couple. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's a run with Akers on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell me.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Get 11 back on it. Leads to 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is going to get tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll drop the throw. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
65 down. Go, Reed. Go. 18 runners. 19 lions.
back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Rams 33, Dolphins 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Keep going.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked by Julian Love. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now an audible here into something else.
Drop 50, drop 50. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And this is forward, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the give, this is Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Hold it straight. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
They'll pitch it out to Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
The score, Rams 40, Dolphins 20.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
In it to win it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Levis. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. Throw caught by H.A. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. In motion right is Ridley. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards. And the Dolphins.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Levis. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Levis going to change the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Levis sets up to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Levis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the handoff, it's Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Okay, great.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here we go.
Get some points on the board.
One final try here for Will Levis. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So the